Cat Tower. This is a simple stacking game by Renegade Games, a game mainly for children and for parents also, in case you want to play it with your children and you want to see them getting frustrated as they're trying to stack things one on top of another and they fail to do so, which happens fairly often with kids. It comes in this pretty cute box with these cute ears sticking out. But the box, well, first as I was trying to open it, this corner here just ripped, so that's sad. But really, to close it and open it, there is a weird origami procedure with all these things that need to be folded in some order or whatever. But it doesn't really matter, because as you open the box the first time, you'll see it's chock full of components. And once you take them out and you prep them for play, there's just no way of putting them back in the box. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do with this box at all. The main components of the game are these cards here, and again, they barely fit in that box when they're flat before you play for the first time, but to play you need to fold them. You also need to be careful as you fold them. You need to be very slow and gentle, otherwise they will crack here on the edges. Several of my cats did. So the main element of the game are these folded cat cards that you will stack like so, placing them at 90 degrees or perpendicular from one another. Each player starts with a stack of 7 cats, or with a set of 7 cats. The art on the cats, the color, doesn't matter at all. You have 7 cats and all cats count just the same. Other components, you have these sturdy cards called fatty catty cards. So thank God you don't have to fold these. You have a die, which really is the engine of the game, and then these tokens that have different symbols. On the other side, you mix them at the beginning of the game. Now, as I said, each player has 7 cats. Is these 7 cats? Yeah, 7 cats. And the point of the game is you're trying to get rid of all of them. The first player to have no cats in their hand or in their personal area wins the game. When it is your turn, you roll the die and you do what the die says. As simple as that. I roll this symbol, it means I take a cat from my supply and I add it to the tower. If I roll this symbol here, then I take a cat and I stack it upside down like so. This one, 2 cats are stacked, and so on and so forth. Other symbols will allow me to do different things. For example, this one, I place a fatty catty card on top of the tower. Then I also draw a token. I do what it says, and there are different types of advantages, disadvantages, penalties that may apply. Maybe the turn order will change, will start going in the other direction because, no, why not? Whatever. After I take a fatty catty card and a token and we resolve the effect, the token itself goes there. Which is kind of cool because it makes the tower even more wobbly in case now there are going to be more cards stacked on that one. And so this is the general idea. Or there is a token that will force you to stack a card vertically instead of horizontally, and so on and so forth. So this is how it goes. If a player makes any number of cards fall, they will take 2 cards, put them in their personal area. If any token also fell, then you get another cat, and all of the other cards that fell are removed from the game. This is interesting because it's not one of those games where you make something fall from the stack and then you have to take everything that you caused to fall, which makes it impossible for a player to catch up. If you make cards fall, you will have a penalty, which is okay, it should be that way, but it's not one that kicks you out of the game entirely. Continue like this, roll the die, draw tokens, stack your cat in a tower, hence the name, and the first player to be catless wins the game. So, Cat Tower. In my conclusions, usually show you the box of the game. Right now the game is in a depressing plastic shopping bag with all the components mixed together because I haven't figured out how to store it yet. It's gonna take me a fairly large box to fit everything in it, so that's really annoying. Now, when not thinking about storage, but again about the game itself, the game is not bad as a family game, if somewhat unremarkable. If you have stacking games like Rhino, Hero, or Animal Upon Animal, I don't really see that you need this game that really fills a niche that somehow was left open in your game collection. It's a simple stacking game for kids, really for kids. Adults can enjoy playing with the kids, but not a game that has enough meat there to work to really hold the interest of the adults, especially if they're playing just among the adults. And even when you're sitting there with your kids, it's fun to see your kids play, but not a direct gameplay joy for you. As a two-player game, it really doesn't work because 14 cats, even with the tokens, even with the fatty catty, even playing with children, is totally possible to make a stack in which simply the cats don't fall, and then it all is about who rolls best, who gets to get two cats in a row. The person may just win because that roll, and because the cats never fall. With more players, then of course you have taller stacks there before anybody's able to get rid of their cats, and then some cats will fall, and then it feels like there's more of a game. But again, I'm not really sure. I think the game really is just about what you roll, with almost a secondary dexterity element. What you roll and the tokens that you get will create circumstances in which maybe it's very easy not to make the cats fall, or maybe it's impossible. So I just feel that way when I play the game. Fun aspect is that the kids don't seem to realize it. The children really feel that it's about stacking, and maybe they're right and maybe I'm wrong, but that's the feeling. So it's fun to see the kids really getting into this game. Both of my daughters really liked it, so I don't regret having it in my collection, simply as a children game that my children like for now. I think they'll grow it soon, but for now it's fun. Actually, speaking about playing with children, the fact that the penalty for toppling the tower is not too extreme. Again, it has prevented rage quit situations. It has prevented my kids feeling too frustrated, reasonably frustrated. So as a kids game, it works, but again, it doesn't really add much to the genre. It works, but not any better than other games in the genre. So ultimately, my assessment is that the Cat Tower is not a bad game, but it is a pretty unremarkable game in the genre of stacking games for children. On top of that, it is really, really annoying when it comes to storage. And so, that's my assessment about Cat Tower. Pretty unexcited, as you can see, but that's how I feel about it.